holidaymakers are preparing to soak up the sun and enjoy the ocean. But while the beach offers fun and relaxation, it also comes with real risk, especially during the busy holiday period. Now, today we speak to Sheriff Marshall Sean Naude, head of the West Coast Guardians Sea Rescue, and an experienced lifeguard on our coastline. Now, to share essential safety tips and cautionary measures for anyone planning to spend time at the sea this festive season. Welcome to Daily Roundup this evening.
Thank you very much, and it's a pleasure to be here.
All right, Sean, just to start off, what are the most common dangers beachgoers face during the festive season, and why do they increase at this time of the year?
All right, the most important thing at the coast is to know where to swim and where not to swim. We have things which is called a rip curl or a rip current, and that becomes very, very dangerous. There are allocated beach swimming facilities and beach areas where there are lifeguards on duty. You can look for a red and yellow flag, and that flag says there is a lifeguard on duty.
Now, Sean, rip currents are a major cause of incidents that is at the beach. How can holidaymakers spot them, and what should they do if they get caught in one?
All right, if you do get caught in a rip current, the thing to do is to lay on your back. Don't fight the current, don't panic. The most people who drown because they panic. If you panic, you are going to go down and you're going to lose your breath, and this happens very fast. If you do find yourself in trouble in the ocean, try and get as calm as possible and lay on your back and just kick your legs like a frog. Move them around, and eventually that rip current will spit you out. You can get stuck in there for a very long time, but you can still survive. We had guys, 2 men that were stuck, and they got out after half an hour of being turned round and round in the water.
Now, many people are not regular swimmers, of course, but still choose to enter the water during the holidays. What advice do you have for them?
Well, the first thing is never go and swim alone. Don't go alone. If you go to the beach, go with a friend and somebody that can also swim, and keep an eye on you if you're swimming alone. Or you go with a friend to swim. If you have children, make sure that the children are supervised, that they have parental supervision with them, that they are not, and the parent that is supervising them must also be able to swim. It doesn't help you have somebody that can't swim. So it's all about taking precautions, taking care of each other. We've already lost 2 lives, and we haven't even reached the proper festive season yet, where the big crowds come down. There are places that are very unsafe, and people need to know this.
Sean, what key safety practices should parents and caregivers follow when bringing children to the beach?
All right. When you come to the waters, just make sure that you are hydrated. Where this is salt water, and you will become very dehydrated if you're too long in the water. If you come to the beaches, just make sure that you are considerate of others, that you watch, that there are lifeguards on duty. It's all about safety, people. Otherwise, you just come and have a really good time, but don't do silly things like drink alcohol and go and swim in the ocean. That is a very big factor of a lot of people, because they tend to swim out further than they normally would, and then they battle to come back, and this is where we lose people. Do not drink alcohol and swim. It is a very, very bad idea.
Indeed. What is the single most important safety rule that beachgoers tend to overlook, and what impact does it have on your job as a lifeguard?
Well, you see, it's all together a compilation of doing the right thing as an individual coming to the beach. And I would just say, you know, the lifeguards, yesterday we lost a rescuer who tried to save other people that were drowning. And this is very sad, but equipment is very important. And when you are on the beach, if you go out there, don't use things like bottles or styrofoam or things like that as floaties. They are not approved as floaties, and we see a lot of children and a lot of people using like bottles and styrofoam as floaties. This is not going to save your life. Just take precautions, make sure you swim where it's safe to swim, and you will have an enjoyable festive season.
Sean, thank you so much for being on Daily Roundup and giving us that important update, and also just some tips on how to be safe.
Yes, please. And if you come to the coast and you make fires along the coast, please don't leave your coals buried under the sand. It just gets hotter, and we've had children burning their feet walking over the sand with hot coals. So let's be considerate, let's have fun, but let's also act responsible and do the right things. Let's be wise and save lives.
Sean, thank you so much. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you very much.
Right. Now, as we head into the festive season, let's do our part to stay alert, respect the ocean, and follow lifeguard guidance. We look at the weather for now.